Hi guys, how are you guys doing today? Here's part two. Sorry I'm late, but I had a phone call from a producer of mine, a guy that I've been working with, and hopefully I'll have news for Prisoner of Fame this month. I'm hoping. So I had to talk to him, and this is part two of Michael Jackson Death Hoax and Media. That's what I called the first one because I uploaded it on my YouTube channel. So youtube.com/PearlJR. That's my YouTube channel. So if you missed any of these lives or you want to go back without scrolling through all my Facebook pages, just go to my YouTube page. I have over 5.3 million views, and I'm so proud of that because I haven't paid for any of them. So that's really good. That is just word of mouth, and I'm so happy that you guys are here and you joined me. Well, anyway, so yesterday I had told you about a story in the National Enquirer where they were saying that Michael is not dead, which nothing proves he's dead, nothing. and that he was in like this company called bio-quark, bio-quark. It's a weird word, bio-quark. B-I-O-Q-U-A-R-K is how you spell it. It's in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I had put a call out to them yesterday, so I got a call back today. Finally, somebody's calling me back, right? And so the story in the National Enquirer is Michael has been in this induced coma, getting all his body regenerated and his cells regenerated. And a year and a half ago, he woke up and he's been learning how to walk, talk, and speak and dance and working on new music ever since. Well, you know, I've been investigating this death hoax since the day it began. I've been covering Michael since I was in the courtroom credentialed media in 2005. So there's nothing that supports that Michael was there at all. Nothing led there. So so I asked the guy, and he said, no, of course not. That's silly. Nothing happened. What their company does is they work with dementia patients or Alzheimer's patients, and they do some cell regeneration and stuff like that. But no, they did not have Michael Jackson in an induced coma for 7.5 years. And so I was glad that I got that from him. And of course, I always say words by themselves don't mean much, because you need oh, I forgot to shut my door. Oh man, I didn't clean up behind me. Oh well. So you know, sometimes I'm late and I just moved on. But anyway, so there's no truth to that story at all, that that Michael Jackson was in that coma in that place for a while. And then the guy did something. He called me back again and he said, can you send me the National Enquirer article? And so of course I sent it to him and he thanked me. And so he didn't know, they heard about it, but they didn't know anything about it, and he couldn't find the article. And I don't know what he's going to do about it, but I most certainly sent it to him. And, you know, so I always say words by themselves don't mean much, right? We have to have something to substantiate the words, like a clue or connection or proof or some evidence, in order to support something to be true or not true. So you guys wondering what this is? It's my old lady glasses. Look. Oh, I didn't put it around, but it's around my neck now. It's around my neck now. Okay, so anyway, guys, I just so anyway, that's that. And so there's nothing to that National Enquirer article. And back to the Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson docs. There's plenty of proof, evidence, and clues. Now, I want to just kind of go over a few things because, you know, sometimes the haters are worth it because it makes you a better investigator. And when they're naysaying everything, it makes you double check and review. And you're always open-minded to be wrong or to look at things in a another perspective. But what I find all the time is just very shallow stuff, kind of like for people who skim information and they don't really dig deep, or they don't say, if Michael Jackson faked his death, how did he do it? Or take on the premise that it's possible and then try to seek out if that's true, because the status quo is that he's dead. So there's plenty of information that he's dead. So anybody that posts, oh, the estate said Michael is dead, or the family said Michael is dead, they've been saying that since June 25th, 2009. That is not news. That is not news, okay? Not news that they say that Michael's dead. Not news. The news is that he's not dead, okay? News is man bites dog, not dog bites man. Get it? Okay. So anyway, and then there was something else about when Michael opened up, there was another Twitter account. We know the gloved_1 is Peter Bobby Michael, who was formerly Peter Pan PYT, but that name got stolen on his Twitter account back in August 2014. August 6, 2014. So his new account, which is the same old account because it has the same join date. It has the same join date, depending on where you're at, either June 23rd, 2009 at 8:29, or June 24th, 2009 at 3:29 in the morning. So there's a 7-hour difference, but Michael plays with time codes because he traveled the world. So he knows all the time code tricks in the world, you know what I mean? That you can set your computer to another time code, you can set Twitter to another time code. There's all kinds of tricks, that you can do. So so the MJ Jackson 1958 account, that was opened on June 8th, and if you watch a live 3, you'll find out the significance of June 8th, and you will find out the significance. Oh, I have it. Let me turn my camera around, okay? And I have those. I thought I had them. Oh, I do have it. I do have it. Okay. And I'm going to turn my camera around, okay? Let's see if it does it nicely. Why doesn't my little turnaround work good? It always embarrasses me. Okay, come on. Turn around. Because that's the only, oh, there we go. Okay, see this right here? This is a website called Follow Me. So if follow.me, and if you ever want to know when somebody joined, joined Twitter, you can always go to this account. So this is the MJ Jackson 1958 account that a lot of people believed was Michael. Karen Faye says it isn't, as if Michael needed to tell Karen Faye everything. She did his hair. She was hired. He doesn't have to review with her if he opened a Twitter, if he didn't. As if she would know. And it's as if her words meant something. If he's planning on faking his death and she doesn't know about him faking his death, why would he tell her that, admit to certain things to her? So phooey on her, because she doesn't know everything. And 9 hours to put on makeup and one outfit. Sorry, you lost credibility there. But anyway, here we go. FollowMe.com. So you see this picture of Michael. He's wearing a red jacket. So in a live 3, you will find out that this is the red jacket with the ink symbol on it. Ankh. It's spelled A-N-K-H, but it's called Ankh, and it's an Egyptian symbol that means life after death, everlasting life. So Michael left us a lot of clues that meant life after death, like zombies and werewolves and ghosts, and he was really into anything that meant life after death, because these are all his clues that he was leaving for us, that he faked his death, right? So anyway, and we know that Michael Joe Jackson has 17 letters, and Michael's favorite numbers are 1, 7, and 11, right? We have the Michael Jackson 1 show. Joe always taught his children to be number 1, strive to be number 1, and number 11, because 7 and 11, because when you're rolling dice, those are the winning numbers. So those are Michael's favorite numbers, 1, 7, and 11. And coincidentally, just for fun, Michael is 1,711 days older than me. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. That is crazy, but it's true. It's absolutely true. So, since Michael's favorite numbers are any combination of ones and sevens, okay, look at this time. And Michael Joe Jackson has 17 letters in it. Look at this time when he joined Twitter. 17, the 17th hour and the 17th minute and the 17th second of June 8th. I mean, come on. That Michael planned that. He sat there and he said, I'm going to open my account right now, right? Or somebody's setting up time zones for him, because how is that possible that he opened his account in the 17th hour, 17th second, 17th minute and 17th second? And you'll learn other really great clues that Michael left. And also, you got to remember with time zones that all kinds of games can be played with time zone. Like there's some accounts, there are some tweets that appeared in a British newspaper like on a certain day, and then you would think that Michael tweeted afterwards, but you got to remember that it becomes noon there 7 hours before it becomes noon here, 7 to 9 hours before it becomes noon here. So you got to just play with time zones and just know that a lot of the amateur investigators, they are not as crafty as Michael, and they haven't studied as much as Michael. And when you write a book about things and you study Michael and you do this all day, every day, or at least every day, you learn a lot of the tricks that are there. So there's a lot of booby traps in this death hoax. So I wanted to go over that with you guys, and I wanted to go over, let's see what else was there. Oh, and then I wanted to go over this with you guys. Okay, Daily Star, dailystar.co.uk. Finally, okay, somebody is reporting that there's no name on Michael Jackson's crypt that the estate spent $590,000 for. Okay, $600,000 for an empty crypt. Okay, that's locked up in a building that you can't get to, okay, unless your name is given to Forest Lawn. Okay, so there has not been any name on that crypt ever. And Forest Lawn will not even admit that Michael's buried there. I remember calling Forest Lawn when I was not totally a believer, because I believed that Michael had died on June 25th, 2009. I had to be convinced through notes, through research, and writing a book to triple check everything before I became a believer. And I was still kind of hesitant to become a believer, even when I released The First Alive, because how could everybody else be wrong and just us fans are right? Well, because everybody else is skimming information. They're getting a check no matter what they do, okay? And who wants to go up against the status quo, the main popular thought, okay? And the police and the district attorney. And you got to remember, the district attorney, I sent a Freedom of Information Act, and they refused to confirm that Michael Jackson was dead, and they refused to confirm that that body was Michael Jackson's. They refused to confirm that, okay, in writing, saying they won't answer my questions, okay? Now, that was just done this year. Now, here, I got some love, so here it is, from YouTube, Pearl Jr., documentary filmmaker. So here is the article, and this is me talking about Michael Jackson's cousin, LaToya, not the sister. He has a cousin named LaToya Jackson, and she got in there by using the name LaToya Jackson, which is on the list. But I'm sure the name that was really on the list for LaToya was the sister and not the cousin, but since she had the same name, she was able to get in there. So she recorded that there is no name on the crypt. Okay, so I'm going to just play a little bit of this for you guys here, because you know I already did a video about it. But anyway, here's the crypt. Okay, see, there's no name on that crypt, and there's never been a name on that crypt. Forest Lawn told me the same month, within a month after the 3rd of September, which was the burial date, which comes from the Rolling Stones. Papa Was a Rolling Stones by The Temptation. Papa was a Rolling Stone, right? It was the 3rd of September, the day I'll always remember. Okay, so that's how I remember the day of the burial, because it's in that Rolling Stones song about the father being dead, right? And so I called them within like a month, and Forest Lawn told me, we don't have Michael's body and we've never had it. And if you watch Alive 2, you will see that a lot of fans were told the same thing. And when you call Forest Lawn right now, they will tell you, we don't discuss Michael Jackson. They just won't discuss it. I will be taking a trip really soon to Forest Lawn to see if they have a namestone on Papa Joe Jackson, because Papa Joe Jackson is buried outside of the mausoleum. He's outside on the grounds. Cousin Latoya went live there. I went to the private memorial after the burial ceremony. I didn't go to the burial ceremony at Forest Lawn for Papa Joe. I was invited and I went to the memorial service, which was in Pasadena. It kind of was off the beaten path, but it was really a lovely hotel. It was lovely. And it was in one of the conference rooms. And I was like the only media there. And there was no other media there, at all. So I have some footage of it, but I just feel kind of weird releasing it, So anyway, so we got so finally somebody reported on Michael Jackson's nameless crypt after 9 years. I mean, my God, I've been saying this for 9 years, okay? Now, they didn't mention my name, only if you scroll over the video for a second, my name appears. But, they could have given me some love and said, investigative journalist Pearl Jr. has been investigating the death hoax for a long time. Here's my quote right here. There is still no name on his crypt, and it's because he is not dead and not inside. So I believe that that's one of my quotes, but they didn't put who the quote was. But if you watch the video, you will hear me talking like, okay, I'll take the sound off and then I'll play it.
Name on his crypt, and it's only because he's not dead and he's not buried there, guys. Now, I've been trying to tell you guys this for years. Nothing checks out that Michael Jackson is dead. Absolutely nothing.
Okay, so I just wanted to kind of go over those things with you guys, and let you know that in a week's time we got 2 Michael Jackson is not dead. Oh, what happened here? It says Google Play. I'm not trying to be on Google Play. I don't know why that came up. I just had a pop up. So let me see if I can take that off. Let me see if oh, there we go. Let's see. Okay, I took that off my screen. So if I flip back, which I'm going to do. Okay, before I flip back, because, I have trouble. Okay, guys, here's my Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson documentaries. If you've been here and you've been putting it off, go ahead. I promise you there's stuff in there that you have not heard, even the most advanced death hoaxers. It's so much stuff, so much information, 254 minutes, jam-packed with proof, evidence, and clues that Michael Jackson faked his death, and showing you all the way that there is absolutely nothing that proves that Michael Jackson is dead. Now, why does this my Google Play keep popping up? I don't know why that pops up, but I'm gonna